Hello everyone, my name is Zidar and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. So today I am going to launch one of the it's a scanner probes into orbit so I can scan, see how much ore is on the planet and where and all. So I need to put it into a polar orbit, so that should be easy. Was going to do it with my space plane, but it kind of acts weird. It launches just fine, but whenever I try landing the plane, it goes all kind of weird. Okay, so we're going to be heading for a polar orbit, so we don't have to turn anything. We're just going to go that way. Okay, this does hold a scanner dish, or whatever it's called, for the surface scanning, but it's going to hold something else. You'll have to wait and see. All I did was take my old polar orbit satellite and just add that to the top of it and put a couple of solar panels. This should be able to get it up into orbit pretty easily. Okay, let's start turning a little bit. Due to the rotation, I should be aiming a little bit out to here, but I don't want that to throw me off too much, so I'm just going to keep straight. Okay, about right there should be fine. Whenever the fuel almost runs out of these side ones, I'm going to activate the middle one. And hopefully this thing doesn't burn up. Whenever I activate it, it's going to be going for a long time. It's going to be hot, and it just may. I may have to throttle back a lot. Okay, it's almost time. And other engine. And here goes the two sides. Everybody watch out, the Kerbal Space Center could be landing on you. Okay, let's try tilting over just a little bit more. Okay, yeah, we're starting to get some heat. Let's throttle back. Okay, we're going good speed. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're well over enough. Not the most fuel efficient because I should have went straight out, but I don't really care. Now I do need to get it into a polar orbit. So since this is perfectly straight, I can just line it up with this. And where is my other polar one? It's pretty good. It's not going to be in the same with it. So let me aim a little to the left of the north line. And I need to get down here to where the prograde is going to be about. See, we're coming up on 70,000, then I'll be able to time warp a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Time warp whenever we get up to here. And here's good enough. Okay, now what we want to do is get it straight in line, kind of with the line to Kerbal Space Center. Pretty much we want this right on the line. Okay, now we just need to get into orbit. Which, let's check our fuel. Still got tons. And there we go. 166 and 202. It's an elliptical, not a perfect circle, but it doesn't matter. It's in a polar orbit, that's all that matters. Oh, we still had fuel to spare. Well, it's kind of glowing, that's not good. So let's take a peek what we have in here. Okay, we don't need this anymore. There we go. Have an extra fuel canister just in, or fuel and rocket and all, just in case I need to maneuver it. We do have RCS, so we can, let's get it away from the other rocket here so I don't bump into it. Okay, let's turn it to free camera. There we go. Yeah, let's get it away from that and all the shrapnel over here and there. That wouldn't even hurt to cool up a little bit. Okay, now let's check. 167, 208. Okay, we're good. So before anything, let's activate the small antenna. Let's just make sure we have communication. Let's see. No target. Let's target mission control, even though it's not really doing anything, I know. But let's just say. Because this omnidirectional antenna right here is actually connecting to any satellite. And then that satellite's connecting to any satellite, and that connecting to... It just goes all the way back to Kerbal Space Center. And let's put this one pointing towards the polar one. Target not in range. Oh, it must be on the bottom or something. Oh, there it goes. It says okay. And you can see how far it is and how far you can get with this one. So you can see like the polar satellite is 8.36 million meters, and we got plenty of space to spare. Okay, so enough about that. What y'all want to see is I set this to be on gear because I don't have the action groups ready. Okay. So y'all ready for this? Let's deploy the scanner. We're going to scan Kerbin and see for the ore. That way whenever I unlock the node to get a drill, it'll be ready for it. Okay, let's go. This is uploading data. It takes a while. Now, I told you this thing holds something special. You'll get to see once it gets to 100%. Hello, everyone. I have a webcam. This thing was secretly holding a communication probe. That way I can transmit my video back to y'all. So let's take a look. Okay, that's what the ore density looks like. Look, a whole bunch over here in the desert. A whole bunch, maybe in the Badlands. I can't remember where that is. Some at the South Pole, North Pole. Let's see. You can see Kerbal Space Center back there. We're about to be out of reach of it. And Remote Tech will link up to the nearest satellite. To probably this one. Let's time accelerate and see. Okay, we're getting out of range. And okay, so it's going back to this one and then back to Kerbal Space Center. That way we're active all the time. So I found out you have to keep this thing active all the time. If you don't like the purple, you can change it. Let's see. Okay, this is monochrome. This is inverse. Green's pretty cool. Heat map, which is yellow and red. I'm guessing over here is where it's really hot. Oh, it's really, really hot over there. Okay, what else we got? Heat map blue. I guess it's just kind of an inverse of it. Not really sure. I haven't read up on this. You can just toggle it if you don't like it. You can turn it down. Or actually, oh, it's the color. Oh, that's cool. So now, whenever I get the drill, we can actually see what is where. And I think it said it was 8 or 3%, 3.62% ore. It's not bad. But what'd I click? Okay, I just right-clicked it, didn't do. So, so basically, I got this into space now. So now we're good. Got to keep it on all the time for this to show up. But now, if we have a probe on the ground, it can link up to this. Which, let's do that real quick. Let's go to Space Center. Which I had one just prepared for this. Except I don't have the probe scanner. Okay, let's go back here. My webcam is actually my iPhone. And I'm recording on 2 different PCs to do this, because my computer would not be able to handle doing both at the same time. So, as you can see, it takes forever to load. Okay, this is the one I've been working on. Like 5 minutes, got it done. Added some docking nodes just in case I wanted to dock up something to it. in the future, like a bigger satellite dish or something. But let's add that science right here. Surface scanner. Small module that includes soil, atmospheric, and oceanic sampling tools. When used while on land, or the when used while landed on a planet or moon, the sample data gathered can be used to increase the accuracy of the orbital scanners. So let's add one of these. Let's add it up here. So I have enough to do everything. Let's see, I forgot which one I had this to. Let's see, one is the panels, two is nothing. Okay. And I had those separated, I think. Make sure. Yeah, all those are separated. So let's just go take this out behind the Space Center somewhere. Far enough away. Okay. Let's move it to. Let's just move it off here, and I'll move it later. Because I'd have to go really slow while moving it. And I know y'all don't want to sit here while I move it like way over the mountain or somewhere. Okay, let's take this slow. Nice and easy. Okay, brakes. Let's bring out this. I gotta do these in order. Okay, I have this connected with that right there, so I need to get rid of that. Now let's see, the rails, no. Or was the rails next? Let's see. Oh, that's not it. Okay, let's get that up here. Whoa. Okay, now we're off center, so what am I gonna do? Oh, I know. Got this on rails. Now it'll be centered. Okay, actually that needs to be a little bit. There, now it's in the middle. So this is kind of unstable with those and all that. So we can just pick those up. Oh, not that way. And there we go. It's more of a stable thing now. Now let's raise that up. It's just, it don't need to be like that, but I just, make it look like something. Okay, if we were further away from the Space Center, I'd have to activate these, but I'm not going to activate them right now. But here's what we want to see. The surface scanner module, let's run analysis. We're on Kerbin. Well, of course, yeah, we're on Kerbin. Biome shores. There's our latitude and longitude. Surface ore is about 0.85%. Yeah, 0.85%. Let's run an analysis. Okay, it says pretty much the same thing. Thought I did it last time and it popped up a little mini map. But you can get more data from that. Let's see. Yep. Okay, it said it would do it more in the satellite probe. Check it. Test one that had it's a sandbox. I had to. up there and don't worry about it. Okay, let's see. It's satellite. There we go. Oh, satellite. Fly. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's thundering pretty bad. That in case the lights go out. Okay, so now we can see. Let's see, does it say anything about Space Center? Nope. Well, I'll have to read on it, but yeah, it shows where the ore is at now. I did one on the moon on my test realm, and it did better. So maybe it's just moons and stuff that does. But I'll figure it out later. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.